Here we are in Module 3. This is going to be a deep dive, you guys. We're going to talk about taking your business to the next level with email, segmenting, and sequences. Disclaimer, if you are not doing the tasks we talked about in the last 2 lessons, this is going to seem a little bit overwhelming. So this is a great lesson for you to level up your email and marketing, but only if you're comfortable and confident sending consistent regular email, just like we talked about in the last lessons. Okay, let's define segmentation and sequencing. Segmentation and sequencing is all about how you get your message to the right people at the right time. Segmentation is all about getting your message to the right people, and sequencing is all about getting your message to them at the right time. Now, let's start by talking about segmenting. Why should you segment? Well, a few reasons. The first reason is one size doesn't fit all. Your customers have different needs. You can target specific groups when you segment, and you can make sure that your content is relevant to whoever is receiving your message. Making sure that your content is relevant is going to help you increase conversions. The goal, like I said before, is to send the right email to the right people at the right time. This is going to create trust and value in their minds and is going to lead them to a confident sale or purchase of your product or service. Okay, now let's dive into ways to segment your audience. There's several different ways you can do this. The first one, and it's pretty basic, is demographics. Are they male or female? How old are they? Where do they live? Things like that. If you want to go even deeper, you can ask them for preferences. Some email service providers offer the ability for people to check which list they want to belong to. Every email service provider does this a little bit differently. Other ways you might want to look at segmenting your people would be geographic location, if that applies to your business, purchase behavior, whether purchasers versus non-purchasers, purchasers of specific products. You can segment based on what links they clicked in the email. You can segment based on if they've opened and clicked versus haven't opened and haven't clicked. 2 areas, little VIP areas that are great to track if you can. And I love this because of what we talked about in the customer module about taking care of your customers is you can segment into like a VIP category. So that could be how much money they've spent with you, or are they regular and repeat customers? But I love focusing on taking care of those people. You can also segment by where they are in the sales funnel and target the emotions they might be experiencing on their journey in your sales funnel. Note on this, it definitely is your segmenting is going to depend on your email provider. You might use tags or group notations. Fortunately, all email service providers have great support and user knowledge base to help you guys do that. Okay, now we're moving into email sequencing. This is all about automation. The definition of an email sequence is a series of emails that are sent automatically, triggered by some type of event. You're going to want to do this because sequences build trust and authority. A lot of times sequences can be used to educate people on someone or push them through a sales funnel. I'm going to walk through some different types of sequences you create. You can create some different ways you can apply those in your business. Just want to warn you that this might seem a little bit hard. Just remember, include a feedback loop. A sequence can also be looked at as a product that you offer, and you're going to be fine. Remember that modern brands are all about iterative progress, not perfection. The best part about email sequences is once they're set up, you've done all the hard work, they're automated. All you have to do is check them and make sure that you've got people landing on the right thank you pages and that any digital product you're offering is being delivered. Okay, I'm gonna go into some different ways you can use email sequencing. One way great email sequences is welcome new followers or customers. People who have signed up for your email list, you could walk them through a series of informational or educational videos or blog posts or emails about you or your product. You can use sequencing as a lead generation tool by offering a free mini course or a free series. You can use sequencing to autopilot sales. You can use sequencing to promote cross sells or upsell a product. Now I'm going to talk about how to set up an email sequence. And again, this is going to be a little bit technical, so it's going to depend on the offerings of your email service provider. But the first thing that you're going to want to do is set a goal for the desired outcome of your sequence. We just talked about the different ways you could use an email sequence. And if you're creating an email sequence for a free printable, the goal might be to teach them how to use it and to encourage them to share how they're using it on social media. And you're going to want to do that in a series of 3 emails. So that's just an example of a type of goal that you would want to set at the beginning of your email sequence planning. Step number 2, you need to choose a segment of your audience. If you're not segmenting yet, that's fine, but I just want to educate you guys and let you know that you can segment and you can send a sequence to different segments of your audience. Number 3, make sure you've got the right software and that you're familiar with at least how to get to the knowledge base on that. Number 4, you're going to want to map out a sequence, and we've provided an example worksheet for you on a few different sequences to get your brainstorm juices flowing. Number 5, you're going to want to write the email series, and you can always start with an outline. That makes it a little bit easier for me. Number 6, you're going to want to publish it and then review and revise it based on feedback. Don't forget to, at the very end of your sequence, include something that allows them to send feedback back to you so that you're constantly improving your email sequences. There's a brainstorm worksheet for you guys on this one. If you have any questions, you're welcome to post them in Slack or click the link. I will see you guys in the next video.